these are the only set of KYB setup FSR 48s. And I could not be more excited about it. All right, guys, you already saw the thumbnail. You know what we're talking about, but I have yet to open this box, and I am freaking really excited to get in here. Let's do it. While we are getting into this box, let's tell a little bit of story about this. So, as you guys probably know, and if you're new, I'll explain it. I have been working with Dal Soggio now for a few years, and they have been super happy with how I have represented their brand and how I have helped sell, I think, lots of sphere kits. And when I got the Fantic, I wanted to know if there was something we could do with one of their products. And obviously they have the inserts to drop into there. But I knew that they had these FSRs, but I didn't know if they had them for Yamahas. So I called my dear friend, Mr. James Richards from Intech USA, and I asked him if they made the FSR 48 for Yamaha, since the Fantic is just a Yamaha. And he said that he didn't think so, but he would call them. So he called the folks in Italy and said, do you make anything for Yamaha? And they said, no, just WP. So he didn't have any, but he told them that it would be for me. And they were kind enough to say, well, we'll make him a set. Now, that was a while back. Obviously, it's taken a little while, but these are the only set of KYB setup FSR 48s. And I could not be more excited about it. So, oh my gosh, I cannot. Oh my gosh. Dude, these things are amazing. Holy crap. So, here we go, boys and girls. Take a look at that. Boom. Absolutely freaking gorgeous. So, let me go over what... I'm freaking out a little bit because these are so nice. Let me go over a little bit with what these things are and why they are so awesome. So, they are obviously a full fork from Dal Soggio, and the internals are all Sphere 3.0s now. So the cartridge is just a Sphere 3.0 like normal. Mine are the MX setting because I really like that setting for the Fantic, because that bike is really good at going fast and not great at going slow. So I like the high speed stuff on that, and so that's what we're using. They use SKF seals. They have DLC coated lowers. The upper is a solid piece of billet aluminum that they machine to make into a into the fork. Like, it's crazy. This thing is, like I said, starts off as a solid piece of billet, and they machine the upper tube, and they machine it in a way that makes it flex like it's supposed to flex. So it's really cool. And then the lugs, that was the big thing. One of the big things that wasn't going to fit, although the upper tube wasn't going to fit either. The lugs are all billet aluminum. Really high end. Super nice. Guys, I'm blown away at this. So they've got all my information in here, and with all things, they always send some sort of candy, which is rad. And then I did not know, but they sent me different options for cool guy fork sliders to protect the tube, and then they sent me, boom, my springs, what's in there, fork oil height, all the information. One of the things I really like about Dal Soggio is that with the spheres and with these, obviously, they send you the full valving, like exactly what's in the compression valve, rebound, and mid valve. So just awesome, 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 awesome company. I cannot wait to get these things on. And speaking of that, I've got the Fantic here, so I'm gonna go grab that sucker and we're gonna install these things right now, because I'm cannot wait to ride this thing. All right, guys, got the bike up here. Looking at a few things. It's gonna be a little bit interesting making this work, because on the Fantic we have this whole system for the speedo, but I took the speedo sensor off of this wheel and the other wheel doesn't have it that I have. So I think it's all going to work, but we're going to have to get a little bit creative, because, well, you'll see here in just a second. Let's yank this wheel off, yank these forks off, and swap them out, and then we'll go from there. And when any DNR guy yells at me for having this style for the fork sticker for OHV tags, this is why. I have multiple forks for different bikes, and I don't want to buy another sticker for just another fork, because I've already paid the registration on this bike. So that's one of the awesome things about these. And I get these ones from Tusk. E-Line makes them, whatever. The Tusk ones are nice because they're inexpensive. All right, guys, I just removed that speedo cable. It's gone. So now, let's go grab those forks. So these stickers are gonna have to come off, because the clamping surface is right where that sticker is. I don't know, honestly, why. They sent me with more stickers that are more the right size. I'm not sure why they bothered with these, other than I guess they look nice in the packaging, but we gotta get them off. Let's see if they got them right. Oh yeah. So, I'll show you guys what I'm doing here. So I'm looking at the top, and I'm trying to get to where I can add air into the bladder and still release pressure. So looks like that setup's gonna do it. Gonna do 12 Newton meters on the bottom, like normal. Although I kind of wonder about these billet tubes, if you could actually clamp more, but I'm not gonna chance it, because 12 is plenty. And we'll go 20 on the top, because like the top does not matter as much as the bottom, because nothing's sliding past the top. The next thing to see if it's right, and after this we'll be good, is to see if this lug lines up with the caliper holder, and it looks like it does. So super stoked. I guess actually there's one last thing. Let's see if it's going to line up, is the hole for the axle, and that'll have to line up on both. Again, I'm pretty sure, but when dealing with a fully custom part and me sending measurements and telling them to measure YZ250s and all that, there's definitely, you know, whatever. There's a little bit of concern on my end. But so far, so good. Looks good. We're gonna leave that loose for now so we can get the axle through. Looking good. Now we're gonna have to figure out a way to clamp this, but I think I got a plan. I'm gonna have to steal one off of another bike, but I'll just order them. But there's one right over there, and that bike's not leaving here for quite a while, so I think I can get that part. All right, got them both on. I'm gonna torque these down, and then I'll bring it back in, make sure that this axle slides through. That's the last thing. I'm so stoked about this. All right, guys, we got it on. The axle fit. Everything worked just fine. I knew it would. Well, okay, I didn't know it would. I hoped it would. I was pretty sure it would. But massive shout out, Dal Soggio, you killed it. I don't know, not a lot looks better than that. That freaking thing looks so good, and I know it's gonna work well because the spheres are already my favorite cartridges, and then now with this, having DLC coated stanchions, better uppers, all that, dude, this thing is going to be amazing. So make sure you subscribe and all that good stuff, because we're going to be taking this out. I actually am going to Denver Supercross this weekend, so I'm not going to be able to ride it this weekend, but I will be riding it on Monday. So hopefully there'll be a video coming out very, very soon about this whole situation. But I could not be more excited. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. Huge thank you to Intech USA, guys. They are the ones who got me hooked up with Dal Soggio. I would not have the relationship with Dal Soggio if it wasn't for James Richards and Don Richards at Intech USA. Thank you, guys. Thank you. They are also the people that helped me out with moose balls from Mr. Wolf. Also brake pads, SKF seals, brake rotors, all that good stuff. So giant thank you to those guys. They are my heroes. And I can't wait to get this thing out. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.